Hey everyone, remember when movie trailers felt like an event? A minute or two of perfectly cut tension, just enough style, conflict, and mystery to spark excitement without spoiling the ride? The best ones, they didn't just show you a film, they sold you an experience. They made you lean forward to watch, start conversations with friends, and mark your calendars for the upcoming release dates. That kind of anticipation, hey, it's mostly gone. So, what happened to movie trailers?
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Today, outside of a handful of major franchises, trailers often just slip by unnoticed. In theaters, many audiences skip the 20 minutes of previews right before a film. On streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime, or Disney Plus or others, trailers are really hidden behind these title cards on the screen, and they're really easy to miss unless you actually seek them out. And with the decline of traditional television, trailers rarely make it into our living rooms anymore. Now, the battle for attention really plays out on social media, where short attention spans and fast moving algorithms rule the day. Studios are still struggling to figure out how to craft trailers that not only grab us, but get us talking about the film. In this video, I'm going to dig into how trailers got off track and why so many now feel broken. I'm going to break down two recent trailer campaigns, one for Captain America, Brave New World, and the other for the upcoming John Wick's Ballerina, to show how these trailers can either mislead or build real excitement for their films. And finally, I'm going to share a few ideas on how to bring back what trailers used to be, cultural moments worth watching. Classic trailers, they knew how to kind of hold back. Aliens from 1979 delivered pure atmosphere with almost no dialogue in their trailer. The Lord of the Rings from 2001 focused on epic scale storytelling, full of mood, hinting at the journey to come without really giving away key plot points. They teased, they didn't tell.
Legend tells of a ring created by an ancient evil that gave its wearer the power to enslave the world. Believed lost for centuries, it has now been found.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness. He's seeking it all. His thought is bent on it.
They knew exactly how to spark our curiosity. Today, many trailers spotlight key scenes, best lines, surprise cast members, and major twists, sometimes even spoiling the ending. To keep the stream of trailers feeling fresh, studios often avoid repeating footage across several videos released months before films debut. That means they give a lot away in those trailers leading up to the event. But in trying to constantly hook the audience with something new, they often reveal way too much. Why this shift? The goal of building story-driven anticipation has been overtaken by the pressure to trigger viral, algorithm-friendly moments online. Studios, they chase flashy reveals over carefully crafted suspense, sometimes at the cost of misleading audiences or spoiling their own films in a desperate attempt to boost ticket sales. This change reflects a broader scramble by studios to adapt to evolving platforms. fragmented attention spans, and the influence of algorithms on marketing. We've seen some pretty major misfires like Terminator Genisys, which spoiled John Connor's twist, Batman versus Superman, which gave away Doomsday and Wonder Woman, Blade Runner 2049, which revealed Harrison Ford way too early, Companion from 2024, which masked a murder mystery as a sci-fi robot romance, The Phantom Menace, which blew Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber reveal, which was so cool. These kinds of missteps have eroded audience trust. A lot of us now skip trailers just to avoid spoilers, which means we sometimes forget the film even exists or we miss its release entirely. Studios underestimate how much people value a good twist and how much we want to experience stories that are unspoiled. In today's uncertain economic climate, with growing skepticism about film quality, many studios are really caught in a cycle of reworking trailers into spoiler-filmed highlight reels that chase clicks over story integrity. In doing so, they often damage the very stories they are trying to sell. To see this in action, let's look at two recent franchise campaigns that are pretty comparable. One succeeds by building intrigue and trust, while the other misleads the audience and undercuts the film itself. The trailer campaign for Captain America Brave New World serves as a cautionary tale, and it's an example of how misleading marketing can distort audience expectations. Over four trailers released across 10 months, the campaign builds a false narrative for the film. It misrepresents key characters, and ultimately it promotes a different film than what was actually delivered. The first trailer, which is 1 minute and 49 seconds, introduces a tense ideological clash between Sam Wilson and President Ross, escalating with an attack by Isaiah and concluding with Red Hulk's dramatic entrance, implying that Ross and Red Hulk are the film's central antagonists. The second trailer is 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and it reinforces this narrative, presenting Isaiah as a possible threat, continuing to frame Ross as the villain, and once again ending with Red Hulk, doubling down on that same conflict. The third trailer is 1 minute and 1 second, and it offers a brief moment of alliance between Sam and Ross before descending into chaos. But again, it centers Red Hulk as the climactic threat, solidifying him as the apparent main villain, despite a lack of broader narrative clarity. The final trailer is 31 seconds, and it strips the story to pure action beats, culminating in yet another showdown between Cap and Red Hulk, this time in a stylized version of Washington, D.C. Together, these trailers, they consistently frame the conflict between Captain America, President Ross, and Red Hulk that never actually materializes in the film. The real villain and the central stakes are either absent or obscured in all of the promotional material, misleading viewers. As a result, Marvel's marketing campaign not only generated fan backlash and major confusion for this movie, it also contributed to the film's poor box office performance. Beyond anything else people might want to complain about, the trailers sold a film that didn't exist and a film that felt wrong to the audience. Essentially, the studio promoted a film they had more faith in than the film they actually produced. And that's where it all went wrong. In contrast to Captain America, Brave New World, the trailer campaign for Ballerina, the upcoming John Wick spinoff, offers a thoughtful and disciplined approach to the audience engagement strategy. Their trailer program steadily builds interest. It preserves mystery and it repurposes content in really smart, intentional ways. Each trailer feels fresh, even with reused footage, and they shape a clear identity for the film within the larger John Wick universe. The first trailer is 2 minutes and 35 seconds, and it introduces Eve, a young orphan turned assassin blending scenes of dance and combat with a haunting cover of Elton John's Tiny Dancer to establish the tone and the stakes without oversharing. But it really sets the mood. The second video is 3 minutes and 12 seconds, and it mixes reused footage with behind the scenes commentary from director Len Wiseman and the cast, enriching Eve's backstory and grounding the film in the Wick universe. Now, it is not a traditional trailer for the film. It's more of a strategic featurette of the film that has been condensed down to just a couple minutes. The third trailer that I want to mention is 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and it reframes Eve's journey through a Slavic mythology using the Kikamora, a spirit who protects the innocent and punishes the wicked. It's a symbolic parallel to John Wick's Baba Yaga, even though most of the footage is familiar. It's all reused. The voiceover gives it new meaning, making it feel distinct and original. The fourth trailer is only 1 minute and 29 seconds, and it ramps up the energy with bold title cards, fast cut action, and John Wick lining up a sniper shot aimed at Eve. Our minds are wired for story, and when we see trailers, our minds will automatically piece things together and puzzle things out and create story threads that are often closely in line with what's in the actual film, no matter where we see these clips and in what trailer they are shown to us. Lines like, "When you think of me, think of fire," heighten the urgency and scale as she seeks vengeance. The final three clips are these really tight, short things: 1 minute and 13 seconds, 1 minute and 12 seconds, and a tight 22-second video. They are short bursts. They are scene-focused highlights. One is of a knife fight, one is of a grenade-heavy brawl, and one of a quiet moment with John Wick. While not revealing new plot details, it uses all of this reused footage even further. They deepen the earlier material by expanding it, and they reward these rewatch viewers with sharper context for the story within the film. The Ballerina campaign works because it knows exactly what kind of story it's telling, and it builds toward it with precision without promising anything that feels false. By reusing key footage across different thematic angles over and over again, but twisting it slightly, turning it a little bit, they end up expanding the John Wick universe and the mythology and the action. It keeps things feeling fresh while maintaining the emotional conflict. Each trailer serves a purpose, whether to set the tone or deepen the lore or spike the energy within the film. And it never spoils the story or feels misleading. This is franchise marketing that is confident. It's focused and it's in sync with audience expectations. The contrast between Ballerina and Brave New World is clear. One builds intrigue and trust, the other undercuts its own story. To win back audiences, studios need to rethink how they cut and release trailers in a landscape shaped by how people consume content today. Each platform demands its own rhythm. TikTok thrives on these quick hit teaser trailers that are around 30 seconds, and they need to be easily viewable and adaptable on people's handheld devices. YouTube favors tighter cuts between about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes with a strong, open, and really brisk pacing. And they need to be quickly accessible on the YouTube platform, whether it's on your phone or on your computer. And it has to be the kind of thing that will generate people wanting to make a response, making people want to grab that video and talk about it. Theatrical trailers can afford a slower build. They have a little more time available to them, but they should still stay under 2.5 minutes. Really, ideally, 2 minutes, but 2.5 at the very most. And I would really say that these trailers need to have a lot of really juicy content in them, and they should only be available in the theater to get people to talk about, hey, did you see that new John Wick Ballerina trailer? I saw it with the movie. It will get people excited about going to the movies again to get these special feature glimpses of their trailers and design them in ways that are conducive to how people watch these videos. But instead, we're seeing trailers that run like 3.5 minutes. I mean, yeah, even Ballerina did that, but they really picked where they were going to release those longer trailers and also what kind of video it was going to be. And when you can get some dialogue from the director, it changes it into a different kind of video. And studios often stack multiple long trailers in a single campaign for a film, which is a really bad idea. The result from a viewer's perspective is more spoilers, less mystery, and a growing sense that audiences have already seen the film before opening weekend. That kills word of mouth and it dampens box office momentum. Beyond length, trailers need to actually reflect the story that they are selling. That means teasing without telling, choosing scenes that set the tone, hint at conflict, and introduce key characters while keeping the big stuff hidden. Let the surprises happen in the theater or on the streaming platform where people are consuming the long form content. Studios should also bring back short form teaser trailers that dive into a moment or spotlight a single striking image. We recently saw this with James Gunn teasing, like, what was it, like a 30-second quick hit trailer for Superman. We've seen it also now with Ballerina. These really short quick hits are inspiring from a viewer point of view, and they often get a better response from viewers who are interested in what they are seeing. And done right, these can create excitement without giving away the movie. And above all, protect the story's biggest moments. Save those third act twists and climactic showdowns for the people who actually pay and show up for the theater. No one wants to pay to see a movie they've already watched in the trailer. And I know that that's kind of tough in the YouTube environment where you have a lot of people like me who are actually talking about films and reviewing films. But the thing is, if we see that the studio is keeping things hidden, we're going to protect those spoilers because it's fun and nobody wants to be the jerk who gives away all the spoilers right up front. Instead, we want to be able to say, oh my God, there's some really good surprises in this film. You've got to watch. And then let's talk about it in the comments down below. That's what we want to do. We want to inspire community conversation in these videos that we create. And we are looking for those moments to talk about. We are looking for those twists and those turns that we can allude to get people interested in watching our videos about these movies, as well as getting people to go to the theater and see those movies, because that's what gets people to view our videos about the movies. It is a symbiotic relationship, and these studios need to learn how to use YouTube reviewers and influencers when building their strategic content and think about how we will put together our videos in a way that will complement the video strategy that they are developing for their marketing plans. Audiences, they don't want fewer trailers. What they really want is trailers that work, trailers that do their job. We want to be intrigued, not over-informed. We want trailers that spark curiosity, not ones that check every plot box. The best trailers don't spoil the story. They sell the feeling of wanting to know more and making us want to see it in the theater. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Which trailers have been working for you? And what did you think about the Captain America trailers? What about the John Wick Ballerina trailers? How did those work? How are they attracting your attention? Definitely let me know in the comments below. And I would love to know of any movies or trailers that have absolutely been spoiled by the marketing campaign and which ones you thought were really, really good. Let's talk in the comments, and who knows, maybe the studios will actually pay attention to our conversation and pick up some of the insights here on things that we want from them. I mean, it is a reciprocal relationship that we have with one another and with the studios. And I know that they do have people watching our videos. So please do talk about these things so that they can see what we're thinking and do it in a constructive way so that they can hear and understand what we want from them. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share this video with a fellow movie lover. We've all got something to say about trailers. I mean, honestly, we all really do love trailers when you get right down to it. It gives us something to talk about. It's exciting. It's like getting a present. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for watching. And hey, why not click on one of these videos and watch something else if you're in the mood for more? And I'll see y'all again next time. Until then, happy viewing. Bye for now.